Good morning, children. So, still now we are in which chapter? The first chapter. What is the chapter name? Crop production and management. So, almost our chapter is finished. Only little more portion is there. That we will take next class. Why means today's class is very important and it is little tough. But if you understood, it is very easy and it will help you in higher classes also. So, it is we are going to discuss about one cycle. What is a cycle? Yeah, you know one cycle. What is that cycle? Yeah, you like to ride that cycle. Is it? How many wheels a cycle has? 2 wheels. And you want to ride in the cycle anywhere. Wherever you want, you can go in that cycle. You no need of license and no need of petrol. Is it? But today we are not going to learn that cycle. Little different cycle. What is the cycle means? It is nothing but it rotates. It rotates non-stop. Continuously it is rotating. That's why it is called a cycle. And the most important cycle today we are going to discuss is what? The nitrogen cycle. What is the name of the cycle? Nitrogen cycle. Do you have that cycle with you? No. So where you can find out the cycle? You can find the cycle in the nature. But you can't observe, but you can feel it, you can understand it, and such a cycle is what? Nitrogen cycle. Maybe in the lower class you may learn water cycle. Is it? Water cycle. Cycle means the water moves from one state to another state and from there to there and it falls as rain. Is it? And the rain again evaporates and like that it is rotating. That's why that cycle is called a water cycle. So I think you understood what will happen here in this cycle. We are going to say about what in this cycle? About nitrogen. What is nitrogen? Nitrogen is a gas. Nitrogen is a gas and where you can find out the nitrogen? More nitrogen. Where you can find out nitrogen? Will you get from any shop to buy nitrogen some? No. Then where it is nitrogen? Yeah, it is where? In the atmosphere. There is nitrogen in the atmosphere like oxygen, carbon dioxide, like all these gases, nitrogen also present in the atmosphere and there is more nitrogen in the atmosphere. About 78% of nitrogen is present in the atmosphere. Okay, so how many percentage of nitrogen is in the atmosphere? 78%. Almost 78% of our gas is what? Nitrogen. And why? Who needs nitrogen? You want nitrogen? Who needs nitrogen? You need what? You need nice food. Is it? Yes. But to make food we need nitrogen. Okay. So who is making food? Your mother, no? Is it? But actually who is your mother or who is making straight away the energy is trapping and making the food? Who is doing that purpose? Green plants. So who is making food? Green plants. So hereafter whoever asks who makes you food, you have to tell green plants. Don't say my mother or sister or brother. Okay. So who is making food? Green plants. So to prepare food, green plants need what? Nitrogen. Okay. So green plants need nitrogen to prepare a type of food and its name is what? Protein. So for the synthesis of protein, the green plants need what? Nitrogen. Okay, so green plants are making carbohydrates and protein. For carbohydrates, they no need nitrogen, but to make protein, they need nitrogen. And protein is what? For the growth. If you want to grow, you want to eat more and more protein-rich food. So the other way, protein is what? Body-building food. Body-building food. So the nitrogen is present in your body also. So for the growth of you or for the increase in size, you need nitrogen in the form of protein. Who is making protein? Green plants. Can you make protein? No, you can't make protein. Both green plants also and some animals also have what? Protein. So if you are, while you are having such a food, you are getting protein. So nitrogen is most important for the preparation of protein. So then who is giving nitrogen to the plants? Is it getting from you are giving nitrogen to plants? Yes, some farmers. Some farmers will give nitrogen directly to the plants in the form of fertilizers and manure. Okay, so they can provide nitrogen nitrogen is now, where is nitrogen is now? In the atmosphere. Then how this nitrogen is reaching to us? Okay, how the nitrogen is reaching to us. And one another thing is that if anything, whatever it is, your mother is prepared nice, your favorite dish, what is that? Okay, anything you say. Okay, let's say ice cream. So your mother is prepared one ice cream, one bowl full of ice cream, and you are eating that ice cream. And whatever you are eating, again the bowl should be get filled, is it? Otherwise you will ask, ma'am, little more, is it? Okay, so it will get automatically filled. No, it won't, is it? I want to again and again provide. Okay, so like that, but that ice cream, if you eat, it will get finished. But nitrogen, whatever nitrogen is you are taking from the atmosphere, but it is not finishing. Again and again nitrogen is coming to the atmosphere. What magic it is, how it is happening. Plants are taking nitrogen, not from the atmosphere, from the soil. The plants are taking nitrogen, and again the soil is rich of nitrogen by providing farmers and some other ways that we are going to discuss today. So, where is nitrogen now? It is in the atmosphere. So, atmosphere is full of nitrogen, 78% of nitrogen, but you can't take the nitrogen. Is it? Like when you go to any, what is that, any function, there will be full of flowers around you. They will be decorated. But can you take that flowers? No. If you take, they will say shout it. Is it? So you can't. You can see the flowers, but you can't take the flowers. Is it? Such a kind of same way the plants also round full of what is nitrogen is there, but they can't take the nitrogen. It is not possible by them to take the atmospheric nitrogen. So they want nitrogen in a dilute form. Okay, like the small children. The small children, while you are eating food, you will try to give the small 6-month baby the food. Then your mother says, oh no, don't give food to that baby because it can't digest. The baby can't digest that food. We want to give in a soluble form, very dilute form to the baby. Then only the baby can take the food. The same way the plants can't take the nitrogen from the atmosphere. They can just see, that's all. So what happens to nitrogen? We see. So in the nitrogen in the atmosphere, it must be reached into the soil. The nitrogen must be reached into the soil. Then only the plants can take nitrogen. So who is helping for that? You have learned in the earlier class. Who is helping to change the atmospheric nitrogen into soil? Yes, one bacteria. What is the name of the bacteria? Rhizobium. Which bacteria? Rhizobium bacteria. So this rhizobium bacteria can convert atmospheric nitrogen into soil. And which plants contain that nitrogen? Rhizobium bacteria? Leguminous plants. It has root nodules. I will show you the last class. Root nodules is full of bacteria, rhizobium, and this rhizobium convert atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. So I have given one video link after this. Watch the video link, then you can understand how the rhizobium bacteria converts nitrogen to soil. Okay, so here one way is how the nitrogen is reaching to the soil by the leguminous plants with the help of rhizobium. Another way is that, see, if it is heavy raining, lightning, okay, lightning, you know, that light will come from up in the thunder, the sound thunder, lightning. So in the time of lightning, there will be lot of great temperature. If the light falls on you, you will be on the spot, you won't be there, is it? So like that very high temperature is what? That lightning. So due to this high temperature, the nitrogen present in the atmosphere just join with the oxygen. Like if you feel so cool, what you will do? You just hug your mother, is it? To get relaxed from the cold. The same way, the nitrogen just combine with the oxygen, and what will form? Oxides. What will form? Oxides. New substance. What is its name? Oxides. Nitrogen oxides. I have given the term NO2. Okay. Nitrogen oxides will form. Then afterwards, so the atmosphere fully what will be? Nitrogen oxides. So this nitrogen oxide had a tendency to catch water vapor. So this nitrogen oxide easily combine with what? Water, and it will form acid. It will form what? Acid. So nitrogen oxide combine with the water molecules in the atmosphere and what will form? Acids. Okay, nitric acids. Nitric acid will form. So as soon as the acid form with the rain, the acid will reach into the soil. So now where is the nitrogen? Is it atmosphere or in the soil? Now it is in the soil. So nitrogen now reach into the soil. But these are in the form of water, in the form of acid. Now the nitrogen is in the form of acid, but it can't take by the plants. This acid can't take by the plants. So these acids will combine with the alkali. See, full combination only. So don't get confused. First the nitrogen is combined with who? Mother. Who is mother? Oxygen. Combined with the oxygen and form what? Nitrogen oxides. Nitrogen oxides will form. This nitrogen oxides combine with what? Water and form what? Acids. Nitric acid. And this nitric acid next again from the soil it will combine with some alkali. You may learn in the chemistry what is alkali. Okay, calcium carbonate, like that so many alkalis are there. So just to combine with the alkali and form nitrates in the free form of nitrates and also form the ammonia. So what all will form? Nitrates and ammonia. So this nitrates and ammonia is very easily absorbed by the plants. So now who got the nitrogen? The plants got the nitrogen. So the change of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates, that change is called what? Nitrogen fixation. What is that? Nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen fixation. So change of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrate. What is the term? Nitrate. So that change is called what? Nitrogen fixation. Who is helping for nitrogen fixation? Lightning, and another way is Rhizobium bacteria. So through these ways the nitrogen reaching into the soil. Now the plants are so happy. Why? They can take the nitrogen. So now what the plants will do? They just absorb the nitrogen. Okay, in the form of nitrates and ammonia. Just absorb the nitrogen and they are so happy and they will start their work. What is their work? To prepare protein. So what they will prepare? They will just make the protein and they also will grow nicely by making their own body parts. They will grow and they will make protein, store the protein, and the plants will grow very nicely. Okay, and while the plants are eaten by who? Herbivorous animals. So this protein is reaching into herbivorous animals, and from herbivorous animals it will reach into carnivorous animals. Now all the living things got what? Nitrogen. Plants got nitrogen, herbivorous animals got nitrogen, and carnivorous animals got nitrogen. By a process what? Nitrogen fixation. Okay. So now all the animals got the nitrogen. And now what will happen? After some time these animals will die. Is it? We all will die now one day. So all the animals will get die. So as soon as it dies, this nitrogen compound like proteins, this protein will change into ammonia. Will change into ammonia. Who will do this changing? What will happen to the dead body? Who will act on dead bodies? Yes, decomposers. Is it? So these decomposers will act on this animal and will change that animal's body into what? Ammonia. Okay, it is very simple, minute thing. What is that? Ammonia. So this this change is called ammonification. What is it for? Ammonification. So the change of protein into ammonia is called what? Ammonification. And nitrogen to nitrates is called nitrogen fixation. And this nitrates into protein, or the nitrates are utilized by the living organisms, and that utilization is called nitrogen assimilation, or the formation of protein and all using the nitrogen is called what? Nitrogen assimilation. So two process, nitrogen fixation, and next is what? Nitrogen assimilation. Use of that nitrogen or making of protein, that is called what? Nitrogen assimilation. And after the assimilation, after the death of this organism, living organisms, it will change into what? Ammonia, and that is called what? Ammonification. See, everything is connected. Ammonia making is ammonification. called ammonification. Now all the dead bodies change into what? Ammonia. Okay. And this ammonia again what will happen? Again on this ammonia some bacteria will act on that and this ammonia will again change into nitrates and nitrites. So by this way also the soil is getting nitrogen. That's why whatever eating that waste animal we want to put in the soil. Why? The dead bodies will change into ammonia and the soil is again rich of nitrogen. Okay, so that is another way to make the nitrogen content more in the soil. So this ammonia will again change into nitrates or nitrites with the help of some bacteria and that process is called nitrification. What is that? Nitrification. Nitrification, the change of ammonia into nitrates. Ammonia into nitrates is called what? Nitrification. And these nitrates, some will be absorbed by who? The plant. And then also there will be so many nitrates. So some other bacteria is the opposite of nitrificating bacteria. What they do? They will just to do the reverse. They will again change this nitrates into nitrogen. That is called opposite. That's why called denitrification. That's why it is called denitrification. This is nitrification and this is denitrification. Now where is the nitrogen? It is in the atmosphere. So is there any reduce or increase in the nitrogen in the atmosphere? No. Why? Because of this nitrogen cycle, like water cycle. Water will use, again it reach into soil, again it will go up, again will come back and relax. The same way the atmospheric nitrogen reaching to the soil, from soil to plants and living organisms and from plants and living organisms again to atmosphere. So that cycle is called what? Nitrogen cycle. So in this cycle you want to keep in mind some particular terms. Those terms are nitrogen fixation, change of atmospheric nitrogen into nitrates, nitrogen fixation. And next is what? Nitrogen assimilation, the utilization of nitrogen to make protein and bodybuilding. That's called what? Nitrogen assimilation. And next one is what? Ammonification. What is that? The change of dead bodies into ammonia. The change of dead bodies into ammonia. That process is called what? Ammonification. And next, this ammonia is again changed into nitrites or nitrites. That is called what? Nitrification. What is that? Nitrification. Change of ammonia into nitrates is called nitrification. And again this nitrites into the nitrogen gas, and that is called denitrification. What is that? Denitrification. That means we are going to free the nitrogen. The nitrogen is now free, again it came into the atmosphere. So it is a small cycle. So read again and again. If not understanding, just go through all the terms again and again, and you watch the video again, or you can call me. So now learn this only today's topic. That's all. And some terms, yeah, lightning, bacteria, rhizobium, leguminous plants, and nitric acid. And that equation, in the textbook also one equation is there, how the changes is happening. Then you can find out all those chemical equations or chemical formulas you can see there also. So you just compare and study. Okay, thank you.